People don't know how to accept it. It's such a powerful medium right now. It's obviously not on the subways anymore. That was 35 years ago. That was a different political, social climate that it was under. The city was a different place. So now it's removed from that and still trying to make a statement that's relevant to the times now. So how could you even say it's graffiti if it's on a canvas and it's being auctioned off at Sotheby's? It's not even really. We're here in my studio in Bushwick, Brooklyn. My name is Quinones, and I'm a painter, painting and a painter all my life. Now at the tender age of 50 years old, I'm still going strong. The facet of graffiti has been always on its own. You know, it runs on its own batteries since its inception back in the late 60s. But the power of the visual, you know, the image, especially an image that's moving, is quite honestly an exceptionally ingenious concept that young people were able to put this on moving stock and go from one part of the city into the other. And now we're still moving in the paintings that are standing still on people's walls. Those subway yards actually turned out to be the right place for the right reason. Because right outside the subway yards I could hear all these gunshots. Bah, 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 bah. Doo, doo, doo. I was in the safest place in the world, in the train yards. This series came from a few different inspirations and whatnot. One of them was a good friend of mine back in the day when I was younger, this kid named Cisco from the Lower East Side. But one of the things that he did really, really well, he could steal anything, anywhere, under anyone's eye. We would go out and rack records together. And we just got into this vocation of like, hey, let's just go out and get records and sell them off to the DJs in the general neighborhood that would say, put in orders and say, yeah, I want 2 of the Baby Hueys, I want 2 of the Bongo Rocks, you know. And that right there, without knowing, we were contributing to the beginnings of hip hop as we know it today, because those guys then took that music and laid it on the tables. Eric Clapton got a hold of them. I showed him pictures. He was like, I want them for my collection. I painted this painting 2009, affectionately called Honest George, which is basically the complete opposite of what's going on in society nowadays. And that's why I intended to use the dollar bills as symbols of, you know, one of the 4 seasons is fall. And what we've seen happen within the last 10 years is the fall of integrity. First, when I started doing that, it was almost out of experimentation. I wanted to find a new surface that we're all very much accustomed to. It is the face of technology, and I am defacing technology by painting right onto that surface. Especially nowadays, in this new technological age, we're distracted to the point of an inhuman, you know, existence. We forget our innocence, you know, and that's one of the beautiful things about art, that you can always revisit that and you can capture it in work. You can capture that time and let it persevere for ages. And it becomes timeless at that point. Glasses, right? It's kind of... Yeah, this is like collateral. This is what I would call collateral damage. This is actually illegal, probably, too.